Hello all, Daredevil Born Again. Well, what do I say? It happened, I watched it, people talked about stuff and moaned a lot. As with some early episodes, I'm struggling to think what to say about this. It's yet more setup. We're on the penultimate episode and it's still on bloody setup. Okay, as with the last time, I'm going straight into spoilers and hope there's something to say as I go through it. It started with Bullseye being moved to general population in prison. This was on the orders of the Kingpin. Matt and his awful, unconvincing and frankly dumb girlfriend are arguing about Muse and Daredevil. She claims she saved herself and starts lecturing him, then gets a hand-delivered invite to Kingpin's black and white ball. Matt figures out Kingpin is a patient of hers and tries to warn her, but she won't listen. Man, she's gone from golem to insufferable in quick succession. The idea that she's supposed to be a psychologist is laughable at this stage. She didn't realise one patient was a murderous psychopath, or how dangerous Kingpin and Vanessa are, despite it being incredibly obvious from the conversations they've had. Genuinely not a likeable person. Interspersed with this scene, Fisk is showing Vanessa where he's kept Loverboy. There's an exchange, and Vanessa shoots him to affirm hers and Kingpin's bond. I imagine these scenes juxtaposed in this way are supposed to represent one couple whose bond is becoming solid and another couple whose bond is fracturing. More blah about Matt losing it again, and Kirsten tells him that Bullseye was moved to general population in prison and wants to see him. This happens right before Matt and her have an important meeting with a client, and naturally Matt loses his shit. Who would do that? Daniel gets promoted to deputy mayor because... Matt goes back to the bar where Foggy was killed, has a drink with the owner, then the detective on his payroll turns up, and Matt realises Foggy was going to win the case he'd been working on, and there's more going on. Matt visits Bullseye, who claims to have something to say if Matt gets him out, and goads him that a good man would defend his worst enemy. Matt slams his face into the table and calls the guard. Now that is probably the best bit, not the scene itself, but the words lay a foundation for something that happens later. The black and white party start, Matt's not there but his girlfriend's hovering around, and Kingpin and Vanessa are positioning themselves and manipulating her. The thug squad rough up a journalist in front of the police commissioner who's unable to stop them, and the commissioner is approached by Bibi, who seems to have been playing possum. She knows Fisk had her uncle killed and is investigating through her link with Daniel. The commissioner agrees to help her because he's got files. Matt arrives, more back and forth with his girlfriend, and his super hearing picks up Kingpin strong-arming the great and the good, including the swordsman from Hawkeye, to get their investment in his development project. He makes a beeline for Fisk, then the music starts up and the spotlight hits. Fisk and Vanessa dance, and Matt and his girlfriend join them. The penny drops and Matt realises Vanessa had Foggy killed, so cuts in and confronts her, and it seems she also knows that he's Daredevil. Whilst this has been happening, Bullseye has made his escape, facilitated by Matt smacking his head into the table, loosening a tooth. Almost entirely off camera apart from the initial violence and one other scene. He's made his way to the ball and at this moment is taking aim at someone. Matt hears the gun, and as the shot rings out he leaps in front of Kingpin, taking the bullet himself. The crowd, Kingpin and Vanessa amongst them, panic, and as they leave, Matt's girlfriend is alone, kneeling over Matt as he lies bleeding on the floor. And that was the moment I referred to. Matt showing he was a good man by saving Fisk. Though how he knew Bullseye was aiming at Kingpin, who knows, and I guess we have to suspend our disbelief there. Monopsis probably doesn't sound that bad, but that was over a couple of minutes rather than dragged out over an episode, with sluggish dialogue, Matt's arrogant girlfriend and Matt moping around. Sure, Matt's always been self-critical and subject to being morose, but this series is taking it to a whole new level. In truth, I no longer think this series was written by someone doing a poor copy of the Netflix show. It's like someone making a copy of a show someone else told them about. It replaces the tension, angst and pathos of the Netflix show with a dreary facsimile. Is all the pieces in place? Everything sounds good on paper, but has placed them in a leaden hole. So, did you enjoy this episode? Did you think it was still more build-up like I did? Are you still waiting for it actually to get somewhere? Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. Until next time, peace out.